Good morning, children. In this video we are going to see rectilinear propagation of light. It is a common experience that if we close all the windows and doors of our room to make it completely dark and then look at the light entering into our room through a narrow opening, we observe that the path of light is nearly straight. Now, if we take a thread and stretch it along the path of light ray with the help of a friend, it is noted that the thread coinciding the path of the light ray becomes illuminated. This shows that the light travels in a straight line path. This straight line path represents the rectilinear propagation of light. Now children, this room is closed and the tube light which is present is also switched off. So this room is dark now. We cannot see anything. Now this window is kept one small pinhole so that the light comes inside the room. So with the help of your friend, take a thread and keep it along the path of the light which is coming inside the room. So you can see that it is a straight line. Okay, so light coming through a hole in a dark room. This is the light which is coming into the room. Okay, so this straight line path represents the rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, children. So, for this we have activity that the light travels in straight line. So, now we have a lighted candle and a straight straw, and here is the observer. Can this observer see the light? Yes, he can see the light because the light travels in a straight line. Now, in the second one, the straw is bent and candle is there, lighted candle, and the observer is also present. So, can the observer see the light? No, he cannot see the light because the light travels in straight line. So, in this bent tube, he cannot see the light. So, what is the conclusion here? Light travels in a straight line path. Now, children, we have the other activity, activity 2. In this, the lighted candle is there and 3 cardboards are taken and it is suspended by a supporter. Now, in the middle of the cardboard, there are holes so that the straw passes through it. Okay, so all the 3 are in straight line. So this light is being seen by the observer. Now children, in B, the lighted candle is there. 3 cardboards are there, but it is slightly lifted up. Can the observer see the light? No. No light is seen because this second cardboard is lifted up. So because the light is going straight and because it is an opaque object, it cannot pass through because the hole is little raised up. Okay, so this also, the final conclusion is the light travels in a straight line path called the rectilinear propagation of light. Now children, about light, it is very important to know these points. The light travels in 1 second a distance equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meters in air, 2.25 into 10 power 8 meter in water, and 2 into 10 power 8 meter in glass. So these three values are more important. That light travels in 1 second. Dash meters in air, dash meters in water, dash meters in glass. So you need to learn the three values. Now children, application of rectilinear propagation of light. So in this, pinhole camera is been deleted. Okay, so second one is shadows. And how are the shadows formed? Then eclipses. These two topics are there in our syllabus, so we will see. Now children, shadows. We have read that an opaque object does not allow the light to pass through it. It completely obstructs the light. If an opaque object is placed in front of a point source of light, it obstructs the passage of light and produces a dark patch on a screen placed behind the object. This dark patch is called the shadow of the opaque object. The shadow is similar in shape to the object. The shadow is formed because light from the source travels in straight lines. The rays which fall on the object are blocked and they do not reach the screen. Thus, a portion on the screen does not receive any light and remains dark. This dark portion on the screen is called the shadow of the object. Now children, the position of the shadow on the screen is obtained by drawing straight lines from the source to the screen touching the edges of the object. Now regarding these shadows, we should learn what is umbra and the other name is what is penumbra. So what is umbra and what is penumbra? Children, I want to show this through the picture. Now the lighted candle is there. Okay, so this has been kept cardboard and a point source of light is being taken. That means now we are keeping this opaque object in front of the light. So what is happening? Because it is obstructing, because it is an opaque object, it will obstruct the light to pass through it. Therefore the shadow is formed on the screen. This is the screen, so shadow is formed. Children, so through this pinhole, okay, so the shadow is formed and this shadow is very dark in color, so it is called as an umbra. Have you understood this? So lighted candle is there. When the candle is lighted, the light will be all over in all the directions. Here we can see everywhere. So now this light has been limited. That means this light has to pass through only through this hole. So this is pinhole. Now when this light is coming, this is stopping the passage of light. So the image of this object, opaque object, okay, so shadow is formed on this. It is the umbra. Now I want to explain about penumbra. So here is the picture. Now the burning candle is there, children. There is no obstruction, no cardboard here. So the light is traveling in all the directions. So this opaque object is kept Now from one point, see here from P, point P, one dark shadow is formed. Okay. There are two rays passing through P and also Q. Okay. So the middle portion is dark and the surrounding portion is little light. So the dark portion is called as umbra and the light portion is called as penumbra. Okay. So have you understood? Shadow, umbra and penumbra both, due to an extended source of light. This is extended source of light. Through extended source of light, we have both umbra and penumbra. Whereas in point source, we have only umbra. Thank you, children.